Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are, whenever you are. Welcome to a new Breakout Solutions live stream. My name is Matthew Bittieri. I'm your host, as usual, here on this beautiful Wednesday for some altcoin research. Now, I do apologize that we're coming to 4 hours earlier than scheduled. We've had a few things with our itinerary that we've needed to change up, and unfortunately this afternoon we've got something on and I cannot do the live stream. So rather than do no live stream, I've decided to do one a little bit earlier. So we see we've got 4 people on the line, which is great. So that means no matter what time we go live, people are interested in jumping in to see and learn what we have to say. So I want to let you guys know firstly that last week in our private members group, I was telling our clients that it was a great time to get into altcoins. Now, if you don't know what this website is, this is just blockchaincenter.net. And when you go check it out, you can see this bar here and it talks about Bitcoin season and altcoin season. Now, this bar obviously changes depending on where the liquidity of the crypto market is going, or as well as if altcoin pairings are going to gain or lose less than what Bitcoin is going to do. So as an example, over the last 48 hours, Bitcoin was obviously dumping. And if we look at the Bitcoin chart, Bitcoin dumped, let me just get my ruler out. So Bitcoin dumped about, what's that say? About 7.65%. Now, during that time, most altcoins, not all altcoins, but most altcoins would have only, dropped less than 7.65%, meaning that if you had liquidity stored in altcoins, you would have lost less money than Bitcoin. Now, as Bitcoin, as liquidity then enters altcoins, whilst Bitcoin usually goes sideways, because that's normally what happens. You can see Bitcoin's sort of been going sideways and down now for the last 2-3 months. This has given us a great opportunity to plant some seeds in the altcoin market, getting ready for those altcoin runs. Because if you're new to the space, you should know, or if you don't know, now I will tell you that you're going to get a better return on investment during a bull market in altcoins. Okay, because of how much liquidity is in the Bitcoin market and because of how stable it has become over the years, the return on investment on Bitcoin is going to diminish over the years. Okay, that's just what's going to happen because it's been around for a long period of time, and that's a good thing because the lower the returns, the more stable the asset becomes, and the less volatile, volatile the price action has become. And that was a clear indication in this previous bull market, where we did not retrace 85% like the previous 3 bear markets. We only retraced about 77%. So that's a great indication that Bitcoin's volatility is reducing, and as the market cap increases, the same thing will occur. So right now, if you go back to Blockchain Center, we can see that every time the indicator here is at its lowest level, this is a great time to buy altcoins. Now, I did a video inside our members group last week when we were at a 3, or actually it was probably a 3 or a 4 from memory, and we've had a bit of a spike up. Now, I do believe this is the commencement of the altcoin season, meaning that predominantly most altcoins are going to outperform the returns that we're going to see in Bitcoin. But like most indicators, it will oscillate. This indicator looks a lot like the stochastic RSI. So money is going to continuously flow in and out of altcoins and go back into Bitcoin, back into altcoins, etc. For the next bull market. So right now, I think it's a great time to obviously get our feet wet in the altcoin market. So I want to have a quick look at the coin market cap. And obviously in the last 24 hours after Bitcoin had that dump, hopefully you watched my Monday Bitcoin technical analysis video. I even drew this line on Monday. And if you do check out the Monday live stream, you would have seen I would have had this line where I said Bitcoin's most likely going to come back down to here, and then we're going to see a price pump because it's a very strong support level because it's been in resistance previous 2 times. And now the Bitcoin is moving up, it will also pull the altcoins up. So what I want to look at today is I want to look at altcoins that haven't yet had the opportunity to make a move over the last 24 hours to 7 days and see if we can find some potential great investments in the market. So over the last 24 hours, we can see that Flare, Polygon, Algorand, Mana, Maker, Cardano, and those coins did not move, unlike the other tokens on this list. If I then change that, we can see that Stacks, Pepe, Lido, Optimism, ApeCoin, everything's kind of pumped up along with Bitcoin. So I want to do a little bit of TA on a couple of these altcoins, and I know Polygon quite well. And I have mentioned in the past, if you can get some Matic under the dollar price range, that's really, really good. So let's jump into the Matic token and let's have a look at its TA to see if now is a great opportunity to jump into that market. Alrighty, so I'll get a couple of my indicators up. Let's just start off on the weekly to start with. Don't want to overcomplicate it for you guys that don't know necessarily what we're looking at here. Let me just turn that off. It's a bit of a messy chart for you guys. Okay, so right now we can see that the selling off of Matic has, we're looking like it's coming to a bit of a trend exhaustion. So I do foresee that we're probably going to see a bounce in Matic quite soon. So the value area low of Matic is at 73 cents. So any price that any price below the current price, I think is going to be great value for Matic because it's a great chain. It has a lot of use cases. We have a lot of investments inside of our members portal where we use the Matic, the Polygon chain and the Matic token. So it's definitely one of the tokens that we hold. We hold a decent bag in as a community. And right now we've broken below the point of control of this entire sideways range. I'm going to move the fixed range profile just to the low point that received here. Yep. So now that we've lost this point of control, it's quite reasonable to assume that we could go to the value area low, which is down at 72 cents. But I'd be happy to dollar cost average into Matic right now and even ladder some entries below where we currently are to the value area low. Let me just pull a Fibonacci retracement. Looks like we've got a couple of fibs here, so I'm just going to remove what I had previously. Let's see if we can find any confluence with what I've just said to here. Okay, look at that. So we have, now is a great time to actually get into Matic. We can see that we're currently sitting at the 6-1 Fibonacci retracement level. So we probably even, like I said, we could even go a little bit low, but I think this area right here is a great opportunity to get into Matic. Not financial advice. This is just me talking about my thoughts on this project right now. So a good price is now all the way even down to 74 cents. This is where I'd be scattering some entries. If you don't know what ladder entries are, maybe send me a message or a comment in the section of this video. I'd be happy to share with you one of our private videos that I filmed recently for our members about understanding what ladder entries are and how to actually do them on a centralized exchange. So Matic is definitely one that we're looking at. Let's try and find something else. I do like Mana. We do hold a fair bit of Mana virtual land as a business. So let me go check out Mana and see what the charts are doing with Mana. Let me quickly just check the chat, see if we've got any comments. We've got a fair few comments. G'day, Stefan. A lot of alt setting up for massive breakouts for sure. Take a look at APE and Hero. I definitely will. I'll do that for sure. So I'll finish up with Mana and then I'll check out APE and Hero. Alrighty. On a weekly level, okay, looks like we have Mana looking to, let me just zoom in a little bit. Let me draw my fib. Let's see if we're at current support. Okay, so yeah, Mana is currently hovering around in the golden pocket. I'm seeing on my current indicators a bit of a bottoming out, even though the moving averages on the stochastic look like they want to turn over one more time. That would probably create a bit of a bullish divergence if let's see here. Yeah, okay. So if the current price action of Mana, let me just zoom in. Okay, yeah, we do have, by the looks of it, a bullish divergence. Okay, here we go, guys. This is a really clear indicator of bullish divergence on a weekly scale. So we have a lower low in price action from this candle to this candle, and on the RSI right here. So I will let me just minimize those so you guys can have a clearer look. The RSI is showing a higher low from this point to this point. So if I zoom in, it didn't get it perfectly right there to there. So if Mana can hold its current price action, I do believe that next week we should get some favorable price action on Mana because of this weekly bullish divergence. Let me zoom into the daily. Yeah, and on the daily, we're also getting a bullish divergence as well. So if even we go from this point to this point right here, and we look at the RSI below, you can see that we're creating a high on the RSI. So I think Mana is at a fantastic price point right now at 45 cents to get into. I probably even would scatter a couple of buys at 40 cents as well, just above 40 cents, where the 786 fib retracement is also sitting at. So Mana also has great potential. All right, let's check out ApeCoin as suggested by Stefan in the chat. Alrighty, ApeCoin. So we have a bullish divergence on the daily. So if you ever get a bullish divergence on the daily, that's a very good indication that the price will probably continue. Let's have a look if I can see a previous bullish divergence. Oh, it looks like we don't have that much history. So on the on ApeCoin, this is the first regular bullish divergence. So I do think this is a great opportunity. We can see we've got a bit of a double low as well. So if you are a pattern trader, this is a great example of a double low. So yes, I do agree with Stefan that Ape is a good buy price. Obviously, you've missed out on the low at 22.8 cents, but for $3, maybe if you accumulate enough ApeCoin, you can buy yourself a Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT by the end of the next bull market. So yeah, well done, Stefan, on sharing that. Thank you. He's one of our community members, sharing some wisdom with us here, and he's actually also one of our coaches at Breakout Solutions. So thanks, Stefan, for sharing that. I think the last one he did mention, let me bring it up, is Hero. So let's check out Hero. I just want to look at Hero first because I have heard of it, but I don't. It doesn't. Okay, so Stefan, if you're still on the line, do you want to just specify which hero it is? Because there are 4 heroes, and I'm assuming, I don't want to assume, but let's maybe go with the top one. Let's see what the market cap is. So $18 million market cap for that one. Let's go Hero, Step Hero. It might not, I don't think it'd be that one, 6 mil. Let's have a look if Stefan's still on. You're welcome, MetaHero. Okay, no worries, MetaHero. MetaHero. Okay, so what was the first one? Cool. Let's have a look at which DEX provides the greatest liquidity, so we can make sure we get a good. Okay, so we've got Pancake Swap. So it's on KuCoin. It's on Bybit, but Bybit wouldn't have much liquidity. And LeBank. All right, let's see if I can get the Hero BUSD on Pancake Swap. Let's have a look. Hero BUSD. That's on Bybit. Okay. Hero. Let's go. I better Meta here because there's so many heroes. MetaHero, KuCoin, Raptor BNB. Don't want that. Okay, let me just go with the KuCoin one. All right, 0.003, is that correct? Yep, 0.003, awesome. So yep, MetaHero did bounce off the value area low. I'm assuming, I'm going to take a wild guess here, guys, but this could be the 618 fib retracement that it's hanging out at. Okay, just a little bit below. So yes, okay, so MetaHero bounced off the value area low of the trading range, came up to the point of control, got rejected, now has had a little bit of a pullback. No visible divergences on the daily. Let's go to the weekly. The weekly is showing, depending where we look from, a possible hidden bullish divergence. That's a lower low in price. And if I take that exact point on the RSI indicator to that point right there, and I zoom in, that looks like a hidden bullish divergence. Even though the indicator has not yet signaled it, we can clearly see a low low in price, a high low on the RSI. That means that is a hidden bullish, sorry, a regular bullish divergence, not a hidden bullish divergence, because we've made a low low in price and a high low on the RSI. Let me just see if I can go to the 5-day. I'll just double check the indicator, see if I've got, yep, I've got all divergences tracked. Maybe I might get that divergence on the monthly. No. 2-week, no. And the weekly we just did, no. Okay, let's have a look on the 4-hour. Let me open up my other indicators, have a look at what it's showing. Alrighty, so on the daily, okay, so we're gonna probably have a little bit of sideways action. Even though the money flow, we can clearly see the money flow is curving back up to the upside. We have the stochastic RSIs pointing down on the daily. The 2-day probably just crossed over, or is about to cross over. Let's go 12-hour. Okay, 12 hours turning up. So yeah, this is definitely a great opportunity, I think. Thanks for sharing, Stefan. Hero is definitely looking at a good buy price. I mean, you're not going to get it much cheaper if it does come down. So you'd be looking at, you know, let's do a percentage rather than just guessing. So 13%. So that's not too bad. If you wanted to get into Hero, buying at this price is a great opportunity, not financial advice, just my own personal opinion. And then I would also personally scatter some entries. Let me just zoom in, see if I can do this. We'll draw a couple of fibs. Let's go from here to here. Okay, so we've got support by the 786. Let me go from this low here. So we bounce off the 786. So yeah, I think it may have already bottomed, and at worst or best case, you might still be able to grab some more here around about the golden pocket and the 786, but I don't feel that they're probably going to come down that low again. But I would still set some orders just in case, because these are great opportunities. Alrighty, guys, you're welcome. MetaHero is on KuCoin, Hero USD. Yep, Hero is a great upside for medium to long term swing. Cool. Thank you for sharing, Stefan. All right, guys. Well, that is it for today's altcoin live stream. We covered Mana. We covered what was the other one? Matic. We covered Hero and we covered ApeCoin. We do think that those are some great buying opportunities. Not financial advice, just my own personal advice. But stay safe out there. Lastly, before you go, if you're watching this live or you're watching this on replay, we do have an upcoming webinar, a new educational masterclass on the future of money. I'm just trying to find the link. It doesn't look like my, there it is, perfect. So that is the link right there, breakoutnow.co/future of money. The event is on next Thursday, 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Come learn a little bit about the history of money, why we're currently in this financial crisis worldwide with de-dollarization, BRICS Nation, and everything else that's going around, and why we believe that cryptocurrencies, but most importantly, Bitcoin should become the world reserve currency to remove the crisis that's going on, the inflation that's hitting every single country, and that's making life and the cost of living even more difficult for the entire world population. Please join us at the event. Can't wait to see you there. Peace out from Bali. See you guys next week.